Hello and welcome back to Rare Intuitive Gems. Before I get started, I'm going to do a really quick prayer. God, angels, ancestors, and guides, please guide me to the collective's energy, only helping me guide them for their highest good and their highest good only. Remove me and allow me to be the pure channel for the white light. Archangel Michael, come in and protect me as I channel these messages. Archangel Raphael, protect the hearts of all involved. Archangel Metatron, give me as well as the collective clarity. Ashe. Archangel Michael, come in and protect me as I channel these messages. Okay. Okay, I was being getting an energy of like needing to double back on something. Oh, you guys, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. All right, but I'm getting an energy of needing to like go into hermit mode, get to a place of you being by yourself so you can face your darkest fears and begin to heal. I'm getting that you've been moving through moving through life with a sadness or a trust of sadness, only feeling as if your dreams will not come true, not trusting in the leaps of faith that you take, not having confidence in yourself. All right. Yeah, you've been at a loss or at a separation, not truly feeling happy, but this is connected to your darkest fears. The pressure you have felt, if it was and burdens you've went through and are going through, the stress and burden of taking charge or taking a leadership in your life. Like to change your old habits and patterns, to put that stuff to an end, has had you taking leaps of faith through sadness, not nourishing, not a confident leap of faith, not nourishing yourself, your wants, your needs. It's like you are attaching how you will nourish yourself to whatever like quorums you have, whatever disagreements you have. Instead of looking at the situation as if you are nourishing yourself, then you are going to go through a time of success and recognition. But there's a need for you to acknowledge, confront your darkest fears. I'm also getting an energy of there's a need for you to look at how the moon cycles affect you. Are you usually sleepy down during a certain time frame? You don't have a lot of energy. When does this moon cycle where you have the most energy, where you're trying to be the most productive? And nourish yourself based off of those things. Address your darkest fears according, and just take a deep breath. Just taking a deep breath and taking a look within yourself, doing some self-discovery. But I'm getting an energy of like you disappear for 6 months and then you hop out and you got so much accomplished. Not being so attached to the status or the material that, or obsessed with the outcome of a situation, or obsessed with harmful situations, like not being attached to them. Like if you know that there's a lot of gossip or somebody gossips a lot, but you choose to still overly communicate with them, overly share, not keeping conversations short and sweet. Because you're going to get some type of benefits. You're gonna get this new opportunity, but and you're gonna get this recognition. You are attracting well-deserved success. Now, you addressing these fears could have already happened, and you're in this abundant energy now. You were very sad and isolated, and then you took this leap of faith, trusting that divine had you, and it's going to lead to this success. Yeah. This opportunity, this opportunity is your new path. It's your new way of looking at traditions. You're creating new generational or new traditions, you're leading your family or leading a situation, leading your life in a situation where you are molding and shaping the traditions, the mindset, the opportunity to see your life differently, for you to, you're molding a generation that will have success, will have these well-deserved notices as well as rewards. I'm getting an energy of, but there's a acknowledging what you're doing excessively. Where are your internal true fears, like the ones that nobody knows about, but you self-sabotage, and then you sit back like, oh my gosh, like I supposed to have been X, Y, and Z. If I only would have done, if I could have only stepped out of my way, if I could have only stopped blaming or carrying the weight of other people, and you bringing balance in your life. It's like you are going to get this new. You're going to have success. It's because you've been moving out of your heart chakra. But to acknowledge where you have the potential, or situations have the potential to be harmful in your life, in the hindrance of you growing, molding, developing some new traditions, a new mindset, a new way of doing things. You have this level of balance that's here. So it's an energy of you acknowledge one thing, you breathe through, work through, do some self-discoveries through a fear, and then instantly you're getting a reward, and you're getting a recognition and some type of level up, and it's like one step, one step, one step. But these steps are, if you've ever seen a toddler climb steps, you see how wide their little legs have to go on the step. I'm seeing an energy of someone like have these steps, these rewards. Like you are taking babies, you're taking small steps. You know how a toddler is just learning how to walk. I'm getting those small steps that they take to try to keep their balance. And then I'm seeing the reward when you step, when you learn how to walk and you make that step for the first time on what's considered or what you see as big steps. But you know how far a child's legs have to like widen to get on that step. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone like stepping up, a child stepping up on a step, and I'm seeing the parents supporting them, but I'm seeing that step being so ginormous to them, and it's shaped like a box. So each step is shaped like a box in this vision that I'm seeing, and I'm seeing it as there's a need for you to recognize that you're getting a gift. Your spirit team is acknowledging, and although you may be just experiencing quietness, you may be just experiencing peace in the physical, but in the spiritual, you're getting your rewards as you're taking these steps, because peace is a reward. Excuse me. There's significance around your throat chakra. It's like understanding when and where you need to walk away. Stop getting yourself into an internal or external battle, but just attracting. Just attracting. Clarify, please. There's something that you're not seeing. There are some plans that you've made. There are some hopes and visions that you've made when you did some self-discoveries. There's something that when you did some soul searching, when you were alone, you learned something. Excuse me. You learned something. And because of the lessons you've learned, it's going to bring in a time of goodness, celebration, happiness. But there's an internal battle. It's like self-sabotage, energy of not just self-sabotage, but the energy of like staying around harmful situations, people where you know there's a big goal, right? And you've made these steps. Okay, if I do it this way, if I do it this way, if I work 3 jobs and have 6 hustles, then I'll get to this goal. But I'm getting that there's a different route that God wants you to take. God wants you to attract. God wants you to, the actions that you are taking, not to be a conflict of or staying so focused on the 5 jobs and 6 hustles that you take your mind off of the bigger goal, the big plan or hopes that you gained or you started working on when you went into hermit mode, when you went to be by yourself. You've been preparing for something. You've made the analyzations of the situation, the people, and the actions that you take when you come out of, or you feel that God, or you're being guided to take time or take action on something. Taking this action with confidence because you've already been guided. The leap of faith is what's needed, because there's an abundant overflow of emotions that's connected to this situation. But it's an energy of, you've been in your head. You are in your head. And I'm getting, you're not even recognizing this. I'm seeing someone like calling you out on something that you keep doing whenever a certain situation is brought up, or a certain person is brought up, a certain dynamic or a way of doing things. I'm getting you not even recognizing. It's like being on autopilot, and then somebody call you out on being on autopilot, and you don't even recognize you're in autopilot, and you go right back to it. And then all of a sudden, while you're in autopilot, all of a sudden you get this awakening or awareness that I am in autopilot. That's the energy I'm picking up on. Like there's somebody's going to acknowledge something or speak on something, and you're going to just know that this is a need, or this is your healing that needs to begin. Okay? There's a need for you to refine your attention. There's a need for you to speak up as you reach for the stars. There's a energy of a fight back against what's traditional or what you know to be. As you nourish yourself first, you're embracing your power. You're reclaiming the power within. I'm seeing someone steady stepping on an ant. I see them just like steady stomping at this ant, steady stomping on this ant. There's some necessary sacrifices that you have to make. But now I'm seeing that ant growing like really, really big. So take that as it resonates. There's a passion that you have. Your passion, it's something planted deep inside of you. And there's a need for you to surrender as you're having these enlightenments. Surrender to the ways that God tell you to move, the way that what sacrifices God tell you to make. Redefining your attention. Because there's something that you're focusing on that's like a waste of time. There's a renewal. There's a need to renew something. Renew a part of you. The childlike play. Stop overthinking when it comes down to surrendering. I'm getting like there's a flow. There's a flow that you have. And this flow, this continuous flow is what is needed. It's what's needed. Because as you let this flow, like once you take off on this float, it's like you floating through the water is what I'm seeing. But as you're flowing, there's a golden lining that's going to manifest. But it's a need for you to redefine that attention. Make those necessary sacrifices. Anything else from this deck? It's like you're going to get these well-deserved recognitions and successes. But it's through sacrificing and acknowledging the unlimited possibility that's there, that you have. It's through your connection with spirit. God, I'm seeing the big ones. So God, universe, nature, self. It's like acknowledging that you've already been rescued. You've been rescued from these fears. There's no need to worry. You've been rescued from these fears. Rescued through these. I'm seeing grasshoppers hopping in a jar. So the mentality of only seeing yourself at a certain level, or being afraid to see yourself work past that certain level. But I'm getting that as soon as you acknowledge it, as soon as you take your mind, take that ceiling off of your mind, you're creating generations that after you that are going to see that, and you're creating a new tradition from that. Because it's like your children gonna see the sacrifices you made. They're gonna see the achievement that you actually made, the rewards that actually came after all of your hard work. And from that, they're going to move the same way. And then they're going to produce families where their wives and their husbands and their children are the same way. They are achieving new. It's like you're not being tricked by your stubborn ways and the stubborn ways of others. I'm getting an energy of like sticks and stones might hurt but words will never hurt me. Like that type of energy. It's like you know that whenever you ask for divine help, or you ask for a divinity of support, you're getting that. No problem. It's a unknowing or a rock stone of weight or anchor in knowing that you've been rescued. There's no trickery that's here. The stubborn attitudes that's around you, it's all because they all know that you are the one to make change, to do something different, create a difference in this line. Yeah, there's so many options and possibilities that's out here. But whatever you're stepping into doing, it is a direct connection with your experiences, your past life connections. I'm getting like cultural experiences. It's like an energy of being so attached to looking and being, or the labels that other people have set for you, that this image of you, this social image of you, or this social image that you want to have, it is taking you down a certain path, and there's so many more possibilities. It's like leaving a past in the past. I'm hearing leaving it all behind. Yeah, making the strategies, being wise, and using your healing energy, your personal healing and happiness to strategize an abundance of life, a true happiness. I'm seeing it. Okay, so I'm hearing and I'm seeing. So I'm seeing a situation. I think I've talked about this before, where usually when I'm disappointed, when somebody shows me their true colors, they show me that they are on something sneaky. Like as soon as their energy is exposed and I see it, I get this deep sadness that it is aware to other people. Like the other person that I am disappointed in, or the person that their energy is exposed, I always, always, always get to a point of I am like saddened, and it shows on my face, and I'm seeing your sadness, I'm seeing your disappointment is showing in life. And God is like, this is attached to this. But if you just keep going, if you just keep moving, if you use your empathic qualities, the abundance is there. The new path is there. The temple that is within will show without. But it's a need for you to just keep going. I'm hearing trotting steady, trotting. I didn't hear that. Trotting confidently and steady. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So that's the energy I'm picking up on. Okay, I'm going to get messages from the angels, and then the bottom of the deck, y'all. Now, I shuffled these cards and I never looked at them in between reads. Again, there's a need for you to expect the best as you're moving forward. Because you're either, I'm getting the energy that you've already started. This is, you've started becoming what you want to attract. The way that you want to show up to other people. The way that you want other people to see you. It's like you've started weaving the story. You've started healing at the root. You've started to acknowledge these gifts that you have and are sharing them to the world. I'm hearing unfazed. So you're unfazed by sharing these gifts. I'm hearing that song. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could get any clearer. So, and I'm seeing John Mayer. So when you get off of here, listen to that song, Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson, as well as Change the World by John Mayer. And because that's what I'm picking up on. It's an energy of you acknowledging, understanding the gifts that you have, the connection you have spiritually. And as you see those fears, you acknowledge those deep fears, you're breathing through them, you're healing them, you're changing them, using your heart chakra. And as this happens, as you take time to be more gentle with yourself and just surround yourself with more gentle people, not people that gossip all the time, not people that are harsh with their words, but more gentle people in situations and environments, knowing where and when there's a need to create a safe space, and where and when you are just in a safe space. I'm seeing like taking misunderstandings as just such, and taking a leap of faith and knowing that you're going to get these rewards, you're going to be happy. But stop obsessing or letting the devil ride your back on the things that you've either done wrong, where you self sabotage, where you have overly done things and thought things. So there could be a true balance, and you can actually hear the guidance that you're being guided to take, and actually being able to take those steps without a battle, a fight. Though these times are difficult, they are only a short phase. Yeah, and acknowledging that. I radiate beauty, charm, and grace. Okay. Also, I am superior to my negative thoughts and lower actions. My obstacles are moving out of my way, and my path is carved towards greatness. That's the message. I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, subscribes. And until next time, namaste and blessings to you and yours.